Hey guys, Magic here, and it's already 3 seconds of the video, and I have to warn you not to misinterpret this video. Yes, it's about Pucatrade, but no, it's not, because that's the hot topic right now and I want views. I could care less how many people view this. Oh, and second, I have no idea what a puka is, but it sounds like Pikachu, and I wanted to make this graphic. Say hello to the new video background. I'm making this video because I did something that I hate when other YouTubers do, and that's have part of a story on Twitter, part of a story in the comment section of an unrelated video, and just spread it out everywhere. Like, there's so many YouTubers out there where they're like, oh yeah, but I said this on Snapchat, and I sent this out on Twitter, and then they reference it in a YouTube video, and you're like, I don't follow you on Snapchat, I don't follow you on Twitter, I have no idea what you're talking about. I hate it when they do that, and now anybody who's vaguely heard that I had sort of something to do with Pucatrade almost at one point or whatever, that's about the limit of your knowledge. So I just wanted to make a real super quick video zooming through it and clearing it up. Back on August 15th, I got an email from Pucatrade. They said that they might want to sponsor my channel. The email strangely started out with, like, when did you start playing Magic? When did you launch your YouTube channel? He could literally just look that up. How often do you produce content? Do you play more paper Magic or on MTGO? None of those had anything to do with the rest of the email or anything about the sponsorship. Okay, so whatever idiot business school this guy went to that told him that you're supposed to seem interested in the other person in the opening to all emails to potential sponsors. Yeah, no, it just seems fake and stupid and a waste of time. I'm a straight shooter, and luckily that's how the rest of the email was, so I kept reading. He said they want, like a real genuine partner, not somebody that's just like, oh, the play of the game was sponsored by Desolator Cola. And literally, I did not drink a cola, and it caused me to shuffle correctly and then cut a card. They should seriously do that on the live coverage. Oh, that card going to the graveyard was sponsored by Grave Digging Services. It's so fake, it's so forced. But anyway, he said that they weren't interested in that type of thing. They wanted me to genuinely say, hey, people, go use it. I'm like, okay, that's my style. I'm real. All right. Then he said, hey, I'll just let you know straight out. We've got a budget of X, and I'm not going to say the dollar amount because then, that you just don't do that. It's just like in, like any kind of service industry where they quote one person one thing, one person another, and the other, they talk about it with each other, and then one's higher, one's lower, and they get all pissy about it and start asking questions. If they want to offer me a low amount and offer somebody else a high amount, or the other way around, whatever, that's their business. I'm not going to share it. That'd be a dick move. I will say that it was shockingly low. Like, it's a lot of money to me because I'm broke as hell, but it's a fraction of what YouTube pays me for ad revenues, and you guys know that's not much. I have no idea what it should cost, but I would have said double or triple that, but I don't know. Who knows? What really didn't make sense is that it was a flat amount, and then he said that they want me to mention them in a video, share a sign-up link in the description, and that's about it. And the first thing I thought was, well, that's odd. Why is it a flat rate? I mean, nothing on YouTube is a flat rate. It's all PFP, pay for performance. Somebody signs up, I get X amount of dollars. I mean, that's how Crunchyroll works. That's how Loot Anime works, Loot Crate, everything else. Your advertiser doesn't pay you if they're not getting customers off of you, and they do pay you if they do. That way it scales, and they're never paying too much for something that isn't returning anything. And then, from what I've heard, that's how other people who are sponsored by Pucatrade get paid. They get paid per sign-up, per referral. So I wrote back, I'm like, what's up with the flat amount? Like, wouldn't it make way more sense to do like a pay for performance, pay per sign-up type of thing? Because then you guys are never paying too much or too little. I don't know if he was just lowballing me so that they get like 500 signups and only have to pay me not much. I don't know. I really honestly don't know what was up about that. But then my second actual legit concern was they probably require my name and like my LLC name for compensation and tax reasons if we're gonna do anything. And they'd get my bank account information if they wanted to pay me, or they gotta mail the check somewhere. Either way, they're gonna know who I am. So I said, your staff has to not tell anybody my personal information, because that would be bad. And also, if there's like an affiliate link that kind of credits my account, which is the way I understand other people's links work, it can't be traceable where somebody could be like, oh, that's Desolator's account, I'm going to order from him, and then, oh, look, his return address is on it. Now I know where he lives. I didn't even put return addresses on any of the prizes that went out for the tournament. Watch Scarce's channel if you want to find out what happens when people show up at people's houses. Although I'll give you the spark notes if you show up at my place, I'll just shoot you. Well, unless you're there to say hi, then it'll be like, hi, that's creepy. But anybody who's like, oh my god, I'm gonna sneak up at Des's place at like 2 a.m. and start trying to mess with him, no, you're getting shot. Oh, and unlike Keemstar, I don't own a paintball gun. Oh, and Keemstar, I'm still waiting for the response. You gonna fight me or not? You guys are really missing out if you don't follow me on Twitter. I'm just saying. So I just said, hey, if there's no way to do it, I mean, I'm thinking he's probably going to say, hey, get a P.O. box. We'll add a little bit on to pay for the P.O. box, and we'll make sure that your account is like, non-public or, something like that. I was thinking maybe we could work this out still. Well, as it turns out, nope. He said, yeah, Pucatrade does require a mailing address to function, and I guess then it would be linked to like my account and whatever. He said, sounds like this would be a big hurdle. And then he strangely said, I think it'd be better to revisit a partnership in the future. Like, well, what are you gonna like have anonymous mailing hubs where we mail it all to you and you're the transit location? I don't get the future part. I think he wasn't just like, okay, bye. It's more polite, whatever. But he did say, no, thanks for taking the time and to review it. And, my inbox is always open. I might send him like over Christmas a little e-card, a little Christmas e-card, like a little dancing Christmas Santa Harambe on it or something. So it didn't work out for that reason. So if you guys were like, heard my tweets or whatever, my comments saying, hey, I might have a sponsor. I might look into Pucatrade. Pucatrade wanted to sponsor my channel. That's exactly the entire story. So I'm not sponsoring them or not sponsoring them based on me liking their website or not, which leads me to my next point. I don't even know how it works. I've heard some vague specifics and details, and I've actually never really been to their website. Never been there, never used it, and honestly, I basically don't know anything about it. I know it's something about points and trading cards. You guys all know by now, I do everything on eBay. I buy all my cards on eBay, I sell all my cards on eBay, and occasionally Card Kingdom I buy from them too. And that is not a sponsored statement. Although it could be, hit me up. Now, if it wasn't for the anonymity problems and the unusual structure of payments that he offered, I was thinking about, perhaps going with it, but it's like the big con is that you look cheesy and it's insincere and it's total, like, people call you a sellout and you're going to lose X amount of viewers and subs and you're going to piss off your existing subs. I don't want to do that. Now, on the other side of it, it's additional money that I badly need because my shop's doing terrible. I'm almost out of available credit to just operate. I really don't want to close down my store, and I really don't want to work for somebody else, and I really am not making enough on YouTube yet. So a sponsorship deal is precisely what I need right now. I just really don't want to piss you guys off with one. But, I mean, there's a difference between YouTubers that pick up a fifth sponsor and plug it every single video, even though they know it pisses people off to no end, just because they're greedy and they want a third car. There's a difference between that and I need brakes for my car so I don't crash it into the front of my store. Seriously, so far I had enough money to buy the jack and the jack stands. So if you would like to sponsor my channel in a non-annoying and intrusive way with a product that I would actually approve, hit me up. But for now, it's not going to be Pucatrade, and I don't think it will be in the future. Now, the third thing I wanted to mention about it, as you probably know, the Professor and Wedge just apparently dumped them as a sponsor, and their reasoning was that their website doesn't work. And they also didn't fix it in a timely manner. That's like if I sold you guys, oh god, I'm so gonna get sued if I say this, a certain particular cell phone that's known to burst into flames and the battery will like blow up and burn your house down. Not naming names or anything. Like, what kind of dick would I be to like know that what I'm sending you to has a defect and a problem, their product, their service has a problem, but I'm still telling you to go there and buy it, like, for my own benefit. That is so super shady. On top of that, I am a professional web designer and database and local software programmer, so if somebody screws up their website, they can go die for all I care. I hate website designers that don't know what they're doing. If I had to guess from what I heard about how bad their website is, which, there's varying reports on the functionality of it, the project was probably worked on by one of two groups. One, a bunch of foreign Indian idiots who lowballed them and have no idea what they're doing and produce utter crap. Welcome to every project in 2016 American IT. Oh, and on top of that, pretty much the reason that I'm not working in programming right now. Or they kept it in America and did not post enough money for the project and ended up with, somebody who's willing to work for 1/3 of what they should because they're awful at their job. Kind of like whoever the hell wrote MTGO. I would never in a million years be sponsored by Wizards to promote MTGO. It is a terrible, non-working piece of crap. So like I said, never even been on the Pucatrade website, don't know much about it, don't use it myself. I don't know how exaggerated the claims are that it's glitchy and doesn't work. Maybe people just don't like change and there's a couple tiny bugs and it's only experienced by 1% of people, or maybe it's a full-blown Batman Arkham Knights 2.0. Seriously, release like a game that poorly working, or like Microsoft releasing Windows Millennium Edition or Vista, you're dead to me. There is no excuse for that. You get one shot to get your product right, and if you release it that bad and then refuse to fix it for years, goodbye. So if Pucatrade, really seriously, if their website is falling apart and they just have no idea what they're doing and that's their main product, like that's their sole product is the website and they can't even get that working, yeah. I don't blame them for leaving, but there is apparently a lot of evidence to the contrary that there might be something going on and they're exaggerating it and whatever else. I don't know what to believe. Doesn't help that I don't even use Pucatrade myself. If I take them at their word, I think it's perfectly reasonable, but I don't know them personally. I don't contact them. I don't know. So we'll see if any evidence to the contrary comes out. Otherwise, my official verdict on Pucatrade is it's not absolutely yes, go there and use it. It's not absolutely no, they're evil. It's I have no idea. With the addition of the sponsorship didn't work out and it wasn't for either of those two reasons. That's basically the point of this video. So now here comes the extremely important part. You guys have homework. Seriously, why are you not doing your homework? But your homework from the Desolator Magic channel is, if you have used Pucatrade, tell me how it is. If, you know, it was a complete disaster, if you use it all the time and it works, I'd love to hear it. Either way. I don't necessarily need like an economic or mathematical assessment of how it works because I could do that myself, which brings me to my second point. Do you guys think that right now, just completely separate from any sponsorship or anything, because you guys know I'm a straight shooter and I do not have biases when it comes to reviewing things, should I go over to their site, sign up, use it, and tell you what I think? And I guarantee you I will analyze the crap out of their economics. People have gone from, oh, it's just perfectly balanced and great, to, oh my god, it's a pyramid scheme, it's unsustainable. With my math abilities, I will find out which is true really quick. So if you're even interested in that, let me know. But if you're like, I don't care, I'm just going to continue using it, continue not using it, I don't care to hear a review on them, I just don't care about that kind of content, then I won't make the video. So let me know either way down in the comment section. I will read every comment in this entire video. And I will see you guys next video. Oh, by the way, Pucatrade, if you don't want me sharing all that stuff, you probably should have put something about not disclosing it in the email. Just saying.